Hey everyone, you ever just be sitting somewhere and think, what if Spider-Man was in Five Nights at Freddy's? Well, on that fateful day, 2 seconds ago, I thought of an idea that would revolutionize everything on YouTube. What if I made a video going through every single Five Nights at Freddy's game and determine whether or not Spider-Man could survive it? So yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go through every mainline Five Nights at Freddy's game, and we're gonna see if Spider-Man can survive all of them. But first, we gotta determine which Spider-Man we're gonna use. If you've seen the latest Spider-Man movie, you should know that there is a lot of different Spider people. But we're gonna keep it basic here and just go with the basic 616 universe Spider-Man, just the main one that everyone knows, everyone cares about. Just regular old Spider-Man. Anyway, let's get right into this. Let's swing into this.
The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night.
So starting off with FNAF 1, could Spider-Man survive this? He would survive this. He would literally just walk in there, and he would sit down at his job, and then the Freddy would try and jump scare him, and it just wouldn't faze him because he would punch him. He would literally give him the scorpion treatment. He would just punch him in the jaw. Bonnie, Chica, Freddy, Foxy, dead. Going down. They are not surviving this night. Spider-Man is not trying to survive Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's is trying to survive Spider-Man. But this is where it gets pretty weird. You might be thinking, Ian, what about Golden Freddy? Yeah, I'm wondering about that too, because what does he do? What does Golden Freddy even do? I mean, yeah, he's a paranormal entity, so maybe he could beat Spider-Man? It's kind of iffy, but I might just give this to Golden Freddy, because, I mean, just look at Golden Freddy. If the Night Guard could beat him, then Spider-Man definitely could, and the Night Guard definitely couldn't beat him. But that's a very rare chance, you know. There's a very rare chance that Golden Freddy is gonna spawn. So Spider-Man versus FNAF 1, I'm gonna give this dub to Spider-Man. Now on to FNAF 2. So in FNAF 2, we got a bunch of different animatronics, okay? We got Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, Withered Bonnie, Withered Chica, Withered Freddy, Withered Foxy. We have Mangle, we have the Puppet, we have Balloon Boy, we have Golden Freddy, we have Shadow Bonnie. Just so many different dudes. So we're going to talk about all of them. So first off, we got the toy animatronics, and I'm pretty sure they have like this detection thing where they can detect criminals with their eyeballs. It's called seeing. Yeah, well, this doesn't affect Spider-Man because Spider-Man, you know, everybody knows Spider-Man. Everybody knows Spider-Man isn't a criminal because he's Spider-Man. Yeah, even Freddy knows Spider-Man, okay? He's Spider-Man. Everybody knows him. But hypothetically, let's just say that J. Jonah Jameson is going off on him and he's calling him a criminal, and now the toy animatronics think he's a criminal. Could Spider-Man beat him? Yes. Spider-Man could just destroy them. He would just destroy them like he did the FNAF 1 animatronics. Just gonna go ahead and throw the Withered animatronics in their graves too, because Spider-Man would destroy them too. I mean, they're basically the same ones from the last game, but just shittier. Next we got Minecraft Steve. And Minecraft Steve's pretty interesting because Minecraft Steve is actually, he's actually made of blocks, and I think that'd be interesting in a fight. So could Spider-Man beat him? I gotta go with probably not. It depends on if Steve has the Minecraft armor, Minecraft diamond armor, and he has his diamond sword, you know, and if he has like an ender pearl or a lava bucket, you know, maybe he would just destroy Spider-Man. But if we're just going with base Steve, I'm sorry, but I think Spider-Man gets the dub. Anyway, moving on to Balloon Boy. Balloon Boy, be real. Be real with me. Just for a second, just be real, okay? Balloon Boy is getting slaughtered. Goodbye, Balloon Boy. You are dead. You are in the ground. You are 6 feet under. Then we got Golden Freddy. Same with the last one. Same as that thing. Rare chance of showing up. So who knows? And the same can be said for Shadow Bonnie. But you know, if they did show up, probably not too good for Spider-Man. He might get stuffed into an animatronic suit.
Hey, this kid needs a plate of spaghetti pronto!
Hey guys, this is me from the future. I just wanted to say that I forgot to talk about Mangle, but be real, Spider-Man would kill that hoe.
If you're gonna play like that, you better have shockwaves to finish the job, because if that guy had shockwaves after he railed me like that from behind...
Next, on to Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Let's go. FNAF 3. This one's pretty obvious, okay? We have a decrepit man in a old Chuck E. Cheese costume who is dead. Could Spider-Man beat him? 100%. I'm sorry. Spider-Man is just destroying this man. Bye. You are dead, William Fnafton. Gone. Out of my life. But you might think, hey, what about the, what about the Phantom animatronics? Bro. Anyone could beat the Phantom animatronics. Just ignore them. That's all you have to do. Just ignore them.
No, you know! Mitch, where are my kids? This is not a game! You think this is one big game?
Next up is FNAF 4, and it's debatable on whether or not, like, the actual nights of FNAF 4 are, like, a thing that happened. And, you know, those animatronics are real, like the nightmare animatronics. And we know for a fact that Halloween animatronics aren't real, but I'll talk about them anyway. So for the base, like, nightmare animatronics, you know, I'm sorry, but, you know, they have a better chance than the last ones. But I'm sorry, but Spider-Man can just web them up, and they're just tangled up in all their weird, spiky guts. Now, next up is Bread Bear. Now, Bread Bear is very large, just like all the other animatronics in FNAF 4, so Spider-Man takes the dub. And you might be thinking, Ian, what about Nightmare, or Nightmare Fredbear? Does Nightmare Fredbear or Nightmarionette or whatever win? Again, I don't know. It's the same thing with Golden Freddy. But if you could survive a night with Nightmare Fredbear, then I'm pretty sure Spider-Man could too, okay? He's extremely smart, and he's powerful. Now, here's a question that I know all you're thinking about. Could Spider-Man survive the bite of 87? I don't know. Was that the bite of 87?
Wait a minute, bro. This nigga, I think he got the wrong or something. He needs to get that set from the crib. Look, next day.
Now, on to FNAF Sister Location. Now, a lot of animatronics in this, you know, they took a step up, okay? They're a lot more technically advanced. You know, they have all these different wires and stuff. And they're big wires, too. I'm telling you, they are big. But, you know, Spider-Man's fought characters like Doc Ock before. And Green Goblin. So, I think it's safe to say that these are donezo. I'm sorry, they're donezo. Now you might be thinking, Ian, what if it's like that ending of Sister Location where you go back to your house but Innard comes in there? I'm sorry, but if Innard goes into Peter's apartment, Peter will literally just destroy him for that. Like, there's no way Spider-Man is gonna take that. Just gonna take this man breaking into his home. No. He would just smack the shit out of him. And if these dudes tried to scoop Spider-Man, he would literally grab it. Like the scoop thing would happen. He would literally try and go for him. He would just catch it. He would just freaking catch it and just throw it. That scooper is not scooping out the likes of Spider-Man's, okay? I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, Ballora. I'm sorry, Innard. It's not happening.
Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth. If you still...
Next is FNAF Pizza Simulator. And this one's pretty interesting because we also had to determine, you know, whether or not Spider-Man could run a pizzeria. You know what? I know I've been giving Peter the dub this whole time, but I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, Peter could definitely run a pizzeria, okay? He could probably run a huge, big-time business like, you know, Parker Industries, even though I'm not completely sure that was all him. Yeah, Peter could run a pizza business, and on top of that, do Finest at Freddy's, because, I mean, like, even if he did have a job at Finest at Freddy's, he would already have to be doing Spider-Man stuff at the same time. By day, you're Spider-Man, by night, you're the FNAF security guard. Anybody be thinking, Ian, everyone at the end of Pizza Sim, spoilers, dies in a fire. You know, like that song, I Hope You Die in a Fire. Yeah, literally exactly like that. They all die in a fire. Well, Spider-Man just wouldn't take that. You know why? You know how many buildings that are burning that this man jumps into to save people? You don't think he can get out? You don't think he's done this a billion times? This is just another day for Spider-Man. This is just another whatever. Okay, he's just gonna ignore the lore.
Gregory! What the f*** are you doing? How did you get up there?
In the next major one, we're skipping Help Wanted because it would literally just be Spider-Man playing a VR game. Like, come on, be real. But could he survive that? Do I think he could survive the lore part of that? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. You decide in the comments below. But the next one is FNAF Security Breach. Could he survive that? It's safe to say pretty much yeah. I mean, there is stuff like the big DJ guy, I forgot his name, who's huge, who's like 2 stories tall. But, you know, Spider-Man has fought kaiju before. You know, Yeah, 616 Spider-Man has fucked kaijus before, like, come on. Right then, I was thinking of, like, the time, like, for some reason in the Amazing Spider-Man game where he's just fighting these giant robots made by Oscorp for some reason. Like, why? Why did Oscorp do that? You're trying to contain a virus, so you just spawn a giant robot in the middle of Times Square. Why would you do that? Anyway, back to, funny FNAF, whatever. It's safe to say that Peter survives this, okay? All the animatronics ain't got nothing on him. Okay, he's gonna destroy them. And you know what? He ain't no Gregory. Okay, he ain't no Gregory. Disrespectful to think he is built like Gregory. No. Spider-Man's getting out of there, okay? He's going to break out. And even Molten Freddy and like Burn Trap would die so quick. And Molten Freddy, that's just another C-list villain, okay, for him to fight, alright? All these dudes are like C-list villain. No, D-list. He's a D-list villain. All these people are D-list villains. Spider-Man would destroy them. They're gone. So yeah, could Spider-Man survive the main series FNAF games? Yeah. Like I said earlier, there are some exceptions like Golden Freddy, but those guys barely show up. So I'm pretty sure it's safe to say, unless some really extremely rare shit just happens, then Spider-Man collapses. He gets his paycheck, and he's not poor anymore. Great job, Spider-Man.